I am not here to tell you to live on beans and rice or work 3 extra jobs just to survive. That kind of advice sounds extreme, but it burns people out fast. What I am talking about today is different. These are 11 things I stopped buying because I realized they were quietly draining our bank account without actually making our lives better. Some of these might surprise you. A few of them surprised me when I finally did the math. Let me walk you through what we cut and why. Number 1. Fast food. My husband and son still love their fast food spots. In-N-Out, Popeyes, Chick-fil-A, Taco Bell. But have you noticed what has happened to the portions? The burgers at In-N-Out are so thin now. You bite into it, and it is mostly onions and lettuce. Prices keep going up, but the food keeps shrinking. A meal for one person can easily cost $15 to $20, and you are still hungry after. So I started making our own versions at home. And here is my secret. You can buy the actual sauces and seasonings at the grocery store. Taco Bell seasoning packets, Arby's sauce, Popeye's sauce, Chick-fil-A sauce. They are all sitting right there on the shelf. I make the food at home with better quality ingredients, add their sauces, and it tastes like what they love, just in bigger portions and for way less money. My husband cannot tell the difference. My sons are satisfied, and I am not spending $20 per person on tiny portions. Number 2, brand new cars. I stopped believing the lie that you need a new car to have a reliable car. Last year, our car was totaled. My husband and son were stopped in traffic and got hit from behind. Everyone was okay, but suddenly we needed a new vehicle. We needed an SUV for our family. The new ones we looked at were around $70,000. Even used ones at dealerships were $42,000 and up. We had not had a car payment in years, and we did not want to start again. Then we found our car at an auction. A 2015 Dodge Durango Citadel, the highest trim level they offer. We paid $7,500, including all the fees. Yes, it had been in accidents before. That is why it was at auction. But the body had already been repaired, and it looked almost new. We put on new tires, did some engine work, and handled a few other things. When it was all done, we spent only a little more than the insurance payout from our totaled car. Now we have a fully loaded SUV. No car payment, no financing, no interest. The second you drive a new car off the lot, it loses thousands of dollars in value. I would rather buy something proven than pay for the privilege of being first. Number 3, dealership repairs. Taking your car to the dealership for maintenance is one of the most expensive habits people do not question. An oil change that costs $30 at a local shop can cost $70 or $80 at the dealership. A cabin air filter you can replace yourself in 2 minutes for $10 costs $50 installed at the dealer. We found a licensed local mechanic with a great shop. His prices are about a third of what the dealership charges. A third. And he actually explains what is going on. The simple stuff I learned to do myself, YouTube will teach you almost anything for free. For the bigger jobs, we skip the dealership entirely. Number 4, gym memberships. We bought gym memberships for the whole family, got a discount, thought we would use them. We did not. After months of barely going, we canceled. Instead, my husband started buying gym equipment at auctions, a rowing machine that retails for almost $1,000. We paid $1, an elliptical, brand new in the box, for $25. 3 folding treadmills, $25 each. We turned our third garage into a home gym. It is steps from our bedroom, and we use it far more than we ever used those memberships. People buy exercise equipment with good intentions and then want it gone. Their loss is your gain. Number 5. New furniture. Most new furniture looks good in the store and falls apart in your house. Particle board, cheap hardware, wobbly legs. I stopped buying it. Instead, I look secondhand. Estate sales, marketplace listings, thrift stores in nicer neighborhoods. You can find solid wood furniture built to last for decades for a fraction of the price. Our dining room and living room furniture were the exception. They are made from recycled materials. That furniture is made from recycled plastic bottles, plastic bags, recycled wood, and sawdust. The leather seating is made from leather scraps combined with recycled materials. It is still solid, heavy, and stable. Not flimsy, not cheap. You cannot tell that it is not traditional leather. It looks and feels high-end, and it holds up beautifully. Anytime I can recycle or choose recycled materials, I do. That matters to me, as long as the quality is there. Number 6. New phones. I am still using a phone that is several years old. It takes great photos. It runs every app I need. It works perfectly. Every year, we are told we need the newest model, but the upgrades get smaller and the prices get higher. A new phone often means higher insurance, higher repair costs, and another monthly payment. My phone is paid off. My bill is lower, and I honestly cannot tell the difference. When it stops working, I will replace it. Until then, I am keeping my money. Number 7. Subscription creep. We had subscriptions we forgot we were paying for. Streaming services for one show, apps we never used. Trials that quietly converted to paid plans. I went through every recurring charge and asked one question. Did we use this in the last month? If the answer was no, it was gone. Now we rotate streaming services, one at a time. Those small charges added up to almost $100 a month. Now it is a fraction of that. Number 8. Gardener services. We used to pay for a weekly gardener service. Then we made a change that saved us money in more ways than one. We upgraded to a pool, native plants, beautiful rocks, and pavers. We still have trees and bushes, and the yard still needs weeding and spraying, but nowhere near the level of a traditional lawn. Now a gardener comes every 8 weeks. That is all we need. Our previous gardener told us we had no choice about the schedule. If we wanted fewer visits, he said it would cost more. Well, it cost him instead. He was fired. We found a service that works with us, not against us. Native plants, rocks, low-maintenance landscaping, edible plants, and even a koi pond can look beautiful, save water, and dramatically reduce yard care costs. You do not have to maintain a lawn just because everyone else does. Number 9. Barbershop haircuts. With 2 sons, haircuts were adding up fast. $60 every few weeks? I bought a good set of clippers, watched a few tutorials. My husband practiced with my younger son. Now haircuts happen at home. Where we live, a simple haircut costs $35 plus a $5 tip. That is $40 just for a haircut, even for a lineup. That is ridiculous. If my son complains, I tell him to pay for it himself. All of a sudden, Dad's haircuts are just fine. Number 10. Guilt tipping. Let me be clear. I tip well for good service. Servers, delivery drivers, anyone who actually provides a service and goes above and beyond, they earn it and they deserve it. But somewhere along the way, tipping turned into something else. Now every counter has a screen asking for 20 or 25% just for handing you a bag, for ringing up your order, for doing the basic job they are already being paid to do. I stopped feeling guilty about not tipping in those situations. That is not being cheap. That is recognizing the difference between real service and a company trying to guilt you into subsidizing their payroll. I am not tipping someone just because a screen flashes at me. I save my tips for the people who actually provide service. Number 11, the convenience tax. This is one of the biggest budget leaks. Pre-cut food, single-serve packaging, express shipping. ATM fees are another one. We do not pay them. If we need cash, we get it at the grocery store. Cashback is free. And if we do use an ATM, our bank refunds the fee anyway. That is a bank choice, not a budgeting trick. Set it up once, and the fee disappears. None of these changes made our lives harder. That is the point. I am not cutting what matters. I am cutting what was quietly draining our money. You do not have to do all 11. Start with 1 or 2. What would you add to this list? What did you stop buying that made a real difference? Let me know in the comments. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video.